People be trying to use every excuse in the world to smoke. Yo, I'm broke. Yo, I ain't got no money. Yo, life ain't going the way it's supposed to go. You know, things not going my way. I lost my job. My girl left me. This and that, this and that. Look, weed should not even... Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, what we're going to be doing is going over 10 more things why weed isn't it. Like, I really been stuck on this topic, and I know it's one of those uncomfortable topics that perhaps I can get canceled, you know, I can get cooked up in the comments, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I need to make this video, right? I need to speak on this topic because of my experience and then, you know, the folks that I know. You see what I mean? But let's jump into it, not wasting no time. Number one, THC affects the brain chemistry. The dopamine levels, let me tell you this, the dopamine levels, it creates a rewarding loop that your brain crave. You hear me? I'm going to tell you that. That's number one. Let's go. Number two, it builds a tolerance over time. I'm going to put you on game. Let me tell you this. The thing about it, when you always getting high every single time, just think about it. Look, let's just picture this. You get high every day, right? A lot of times. Or you just get high in general. Like, over time, your tolerance level basically increases, right? Because you need more of it to kind of get that first feeling. Something I mentioned in my last video, that if you're a weed smoker or you someone about to start smoking, I'm going to tell you this. When you start smoking, you're always chasing that first feeling you have ever gotten. And I always going to tell you, you will never get it again. So when you keep, you know, getting high more and more, getting addicted, thinking that, look, I'm going to get that same feeling I got the first time, it won't happen like that. You feel me? Number three, the symptoms you get when you try to withdraw from smoking weed. Like, you get irritated, you get anxiety, you get sleep problems that end up happening. The craving to stop makes it so difficult, right? So you always encountering problems when it comes to, you know, trying to quit weed, right? Number four, this one is a big one. Coping mechanism. People be trying to use every excuse in the world to smoke. Yo, I'm broke. Yo, I ain't got no money. Yo, life ain't going the way it's supposed to go. You know, things not going my way. I lost my job. My girl left me. This and that, this and that. Look, weed should not even be something you should consider using for coping, right? Because I'm going to tell you this. Weed don't care the problems you have. Weed don't solve the problems that you have. We would never will. When you get high, right, you thinking, you know what, I'm trying to escape reality, I'm all good, you feel me? Guess what? The problems ain't going nowhere. So you have to still sober up to kind of, you know, resolve the problems that is going on around you. So don't use that as an excuse and use it for coping, you feel me? Number five, easy access and social acceptance. I have buddies of mine that always, you know, that smokes, and all of them, they in a group, you feel me? And that, let me speak on this. Before people start smoking weed, you usually do it as a group, or you do it with someone else who did it before. That's the part of the reason why you start doing it. But for number five, what I'm trying to say is, like, people want to hang around, you know, your homies and stuff. You want to smoke, you want to feel cool, you want to be like them. I'm going to tell you this. You do not need to smoke to feel cool. Like, smoking does not make you feel cool. If you have friends that are pressuring you to smoke, you know you need new friends, right? And if you have friends that get addicted and don't, you know, you trying to help them out, or you two trying to help each other out to kind of get over the addiction, you know for sure that's not your homies. You gotta let them go. You feel me? Nothing about that is cool. You can have all the fun in the world at the parties, wherever you go, without one smoke, without being high, without one blunt, you know what I mean? You be all right. Number 6, you gonna grow a psychological dependency on weed. Like, you gonna rely on that. Like, people rely on weed to be like, okay, I'm confident. That makes me confident. That give me social ease. Make you feel, you get this feeling like, oh, it makes me feel much better. That is all false. Like, you dependent on that joker, man. I don't think you want to get caught up in that mentally. Like, you need that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it. I'm telling you. Number 7, triggers and environment. When you're around smokers, for example, you go to a party, there's people smoking, you go to the club. I'm not advocating any of those places. I'm just giving you an example of where people smoke a lot. But when you go around those areas, what end up happening if you're trying to quit, you going to start, inhaling that smoke, and then you're going to start craving it again. When you're working hard to get over that, like crap, you know what I'm saying? And you in a big group of party and niggas just smoking around you, people out here smoking around you, you're going to start craving it again. And eventually you get fall in that same trap and start doing it. My recommendations to you, if you're trying to quit, don't go to any parties. Don't go to any block parties, no clubs, anywhere that people smoking a lot. That way you don't get that craving feeling if you're trying to quit. Number 8, daily use become a routine. This one is true facts. Like, I got homies, and I know there's somebody watching this or multiple people watching this. You know for sure, you can't wake up in the morning without smoking. You can't eat without smoking. You can't sleep without smoking. Like, you need to smoke every single day. I bet you this. I ask one person right now, are you addicted to this? No, first of all, how many times you smoke per day? If I hear anything more than 4 times, 4 or more times, you are an addict. Like, you addicted to it. And the thing is, like, when you ask someone that, they will always tell you, nah, man, I'm not addicted to that, man. I just kind of just wake up. I kind of just, smoke a blunt. You know what I mean? I got to smoke a blunt before I eat. Like, it give me my appetite back. A bunch of excuses, right? You were at it if you haven't to if that becomes a freaking daily routine of yours. My fault, excuse my language. Number 9, false belief it's not addictive, which is what I already talked about, similar to number 8, where it's like a routine. An addict would never admit they have a problem with weed because people make that excuse about weed. It's like, you know what? It's just a plant. It doesn't really do nothing. It's from the earth. It's da-da-da-da-da. But you don't need that. You feel me? You don't need that. And number 10, underlying mental health issues. Like, what I'm saying? Like, people with anxiety, I already mentioned that, depression, trauma. Like, that should not be something you use to solve any of that. Seek therapy. If you dealing with anxiety, dealing with depression, any trauma, seek therapy where you actually speak to someone about your problems and they help create a plan to get you over it, right? For my Christian folks, because if you don't know by now, if you're watching this, you're a new viewer. I am a Christian. For me, I'm going to talk to the pastor. I'm going to talk to my little church community. Help me get back on track when, I start dealing with things. You feel me? So I won't run to weed to escape the reality and to escape the problem that is going on around me. You feel me? That won't solve that. Now, this video was not intended to, point fingers at anyone. Nothing like that, right? And this video is not towards anyone who's using it for medical reasons. Like, you actually went to a doctor and they prescribe you, cannabis, right? They give you the weed. You say, okay, that'll help you in whatever situation you're going through, for whatever reason, like I said. But this is for anyone watching this. Like, you sitting on the couch, you chilling with the homies all the time, and all you do is just smoke weed. Like, you're not bringing no value to your life. You're not doing nothing. You're not chasing the bag to try to get some money, create a legacy for yourself, for your family. All you doing is smoking weed. The thing about it, too, we get caught up in looking at the rappers, the people on the screens, on YouTube, all these millionaires who got unlimited money, right? while some people, some normal folks are here trying to put in work to go, chase that dream, take care of your family. I'm referring, my point is, if you somebody just chilling on the couch with the homies, like, you should not be doing weed. Like, you should not be smoking weed. I'm not trying to be mean or not trying to, come off like that, but like, you really got to put your mind together and stop looking at those people on social media and those rappers on, those music videos. You feel me? So this is just one of those videos I wanted to create. I made one already. It seemed like people love watching this. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment. If you disagree with me, hey, let me know. Drop it down in the comments. We can have a conversation about it. I don't mind. But my opinion will stick. Weed, I will never do weed because it doesn't, value my life. It's going to mess up my image. It's going to mess up your image. People going to look at me some different way. It's just so much negative things that come with weed. You get in trouble with cops. And the thing is, people be trying to say, well, I sell, you know what I'm saying? That's how I get my money. Man, there's so many jobs in America willing to hire you if you just go put an application at McDonald's, at Wendy's, Family Dollar, Walmart, list of places that is always hiring. And the thing, if you live in America, let me be clear, if you live in America, they are always hiring in certain jobs. You can go and make real money and take care of business, like take care of yourself, take care of your family, but you should not be making an excuse, okay, I sell weed, that's my income, that's my way, I'm an entrepreneur, this and that. Man, you're going to get in trouble. You risking your life when you go sell. Somebody can take you out of a robbery. They try to rob you or something and a robbery went bad. It's just so many things. You're in trouble with the law. You can't drive, high. It doesn't matter if it's legal in states in America. You still get in trouble if you're driving high and weaving all over the place. They're going to pull you over. You're going to get pulled over if you got more than whatever the limit is. I don't even know all that. But I'm just letting you know, there's just too much negative things that come with weed. So like I said, drop in the comments if you disagree with me. But I'm here to tell somebody, if you are struggling with this and you're thinking about quitting or you're in the process of quitting, look, continue doing it, right? Continue pushing forward. I tell you this, if you tell yourself, I do 1 week, no smoking, or I do 3 days, no smoking, just give it a try. See how it is. Because, if you've been doing something for so long, I already talked about it. Like, it's not easy to just quit something like that, right? Unless you're just that good at being just cold turkey. But start with 3 days. You make it to 3 days. You're like, you know what? Let me try another 3 days. That's 6 days. Matter of fact, let me try a week. Let me try 2 weeks, right? And then you just start going like that. Eventually, over time, I don't know, it takes 3 to 6 months or 6 months to get over an addiction. You'll be great, man. Life will be amazing. You can enjoy so much in life without being high. There's so much to enjoy about life. Life is beautiful, right? Don't try to hide being high behind a mask, right? You like hiding behind a mask by being high. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a video I wanted to create again. I hope this can relate to anyone. Well, I won't keep this video running. I think you got the point. Just quit. Just stop smoking. You're a drug addict. All right. Y'all take care. Peace.